Yo, what's going on? It's your boy JP bringing the 65th episode of my Yugioh Legacy of the Duelist Let's Play. So, last episode, we dueled the Duel of Dragons. We won against Akiza. Then, luckily while playing as Akiza, we couldn't do shit. We were just getting obliterated, pushed back, and destroyed. I don't know if I was unlucky, or I was playing bad, or it was fucking horrible deck. Well, I don't fucking know. I don't know what I was doing with it, and it was just horrible. I hated it, and I just wanted to end. I was like, I want to get out of this duel and get to the next episode already. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. The Fortune Cup final is here. We'll be playing it, as you say, versing Jack. I don't know why I do this. Why don't I say this? We're gonna be playing, as you say, versing Jack out of sight. I'm sure everyone can fucking tell that by the silhouettes, but I guess it's for the people who get confused or like new to the Yu-Gi-Oh series, like, who that? It's like, well, you know now. After the duel with the Black Rose Witch, Yusei uncovered Goodwin's plans for the Crimson Dragon and confronted him. Time to talk. You forced me into this tournament, you threatened me, and you locked down my friends. I want to know the truth. I'm not dueling Jack until you tell me why you've done this. You dance, you say? It's because of this mark. Everyone's face just suddenly gets all serious. He wants a Crimson Dragon's power, so he's been trying to gather everyone who has a mark. He got me here by lying to me, buttering me and manipulating me. Oh come on, you're making me sound so devious. Jack, you wanted to be the Turbo Duel champion. Yeah, but I wanted to earn that title. At this point, I'm starting to think you've been rigging everything. You set me up as bait for Yusei. Goodwin knew that you would come after me, but did everything exactly how he asked. Don't be ridiculous. I didn't even know about Yusei until you told him that night in the arena. Do you honestly expect me to believe that this is all some big coincidence I have a demand to make? You go where you want it. Yusei's here, isn't he? So let his friends go. I want this duel to be legit. No threats, no gimmicks, just us. If that's what my champion wants, then so be it. So the battle between Yusei Fuda and Jack has begun. This is it. This reminded me of the Yugi Jaiden rap. This is it, Yugi. You and me. I'm gonna sing it for guess copyright. Anyway, this is it. You say, I'm finally going to show you that you don't have what it takes to be the best. You say, are you sure we should be doing this? There's a lot. Let's skip that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You say, you have no guns. Find Jack. Let's do it. Background reminds me of Marines. I love Marines. Alright, let's go. Okay. So I want to ask you guys, what would you rate Marines out of 10? Personally, this is just saying because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Marines as a series. I got a rate at 9.5. I honestly, it's just perfect for me, man. I love how mature it is. I love how fucking intense it is. I love how it's not do. There's actually a good dark story to it. I love the main character, how he just doesn't give a fuck about anyone. Yeah, my favorite series. So go ahead, leave in the comments down below. Do you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Variants? What do you rate it out of 10? And also, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series so far? I gotta say, hands down, Variants. I like it, but you never know. Something could happen and make me dislike it, but so far I'm enjoying it. And the AI as well, that's funny. Ignis. And how he banters between Yusaku. It's actually pretty damn funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's love that they give each other shit. I just love how it's mature in general. And we need to do something about this guy right here before he just obliterates us. Alright. So I could go for other things. I'm just gonna straight up go for Junk Synchron. And I have Tower Warrior in my hand. So I'm gonna go for Junk Synchron, get back Kubo, and then Tower Warrior with Junk Warrior. So I can get the attack boost. Because right now I don't really give a shit about levels, I don't give a shit about anything like that. Don't give a shit about trying to get his attack boost up. I don't care about getting an extra draw. I just want to get power on the field. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So, yeah, tune capture? What? No, I don't like that idea. That ain't good. Alright, well, as I said, I was using it for power, so get out of here. Imagine that. Actually, it did happen. Never mind. I'm gonna say something dumb. Well, kind of. Not really. But, yeah. Okay. I was gonna be like, imagine him doing that in the anime, just building up some intense synchro and then distributing it for Turret Warrior, but technically, UC did do that, just not like that. He didn't spend some huge turn to prepare it, he just did it, so yeah. Make the battle damage to 0 infinite 1. I mean, I suppose so, just so I can get another junk synchro. There we are. Alright. So, Turret Warrior didn't last as long as I wish it would, but on the bright side, did a decent amount of damage. Alright. We have Shield Wing as well, which is going to be really useful in the future. I really want to get the draw for Tuna Web, but don't really have an opportunity. Okay. Here we are. I don't always bring this up, but I seriously wish that in this game we didn't just have cards based off of the episode. I wish we had a more variety of synchros to come into it. It was just progression where the more cards you unlock during the game, the more you can use it. So I'd like if we had access to Turbo Warrior and all that shit instead of, you know, just progression. And if the game was all like, well, I kinda want you to use these certain cards, or new cards came in, just put the most relevant in the extra deck, not just limit it so much. I mean, the deck itself is kind of progression, but the extra deck, it's like, half the cards are missing, gone. Anyway, you know what, I'm gonna summon Tuning Web just in case we end up getting another Tuna monster. I was about to say Synchron monster because I was thinking about Junk Synchron as I was speaking. You know what's weird again? That's another thing that happens only when I'm recording. If I'm not recording, I can speak very fluently and not make mistakes. But as soon as I start recording, it's like, ha 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 ha. Nope. Alright. But asking you shall receive. Got Junk Synchron. And I guess at the same time, it doesn't help I'm recording for like 2-3 hours and I'm just sitting here checking my phone. So, yeah. Yep. Alright, let's go. Okay. So, straight up, we've got... God, what it was. Stardust! Not gonna lie, but going to Stardust would be very smart right now, and I like the extra draw power. Alright, let's go. And... if he brings that Red Dragon Archery, won't really help him. Oh, jeez, my throat. Dude, I don't know why, but earlier today, I was just sitting there. It was on Photoshop, just doing some shit, and I swallow, and I you know when you just swallow wrong, and you can feel it? That happened. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna cough once, so I can try to get rid of the feeling. Next second, I was like, I was fucking about to die or some shit. My eyes were watering, I could stop fucking coughing. I was like, okay, that's kinda weird. Yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna definitely bring out Stardust Dragon this duel. I'm not gonna let him bring out Red Dragon Archery as much as I'd love to see my card. I'm gonna use Hyper Synchro to bring out Stardust and get a little attack boost. Gonna be fun? Not for him, that's for sure. I wonder if Stardust has an animation. I seriously hope we can somehow get an animation for Stardust. Hello, hello, hello. Man, I miss these old school synchro decks, dude. He just has so much fun bringing out Stardust. I really want to buy, yes, but I really want to make some old school synchro, decks in general. But I don't know what formats are the best. Hey, I want to find a format which would be good for old school heroes and cyber dragons. And I want this to be a format where, super polymerization is legal, overload fusion is legal, future fusion is legal, because it'd be fun for cyber dragons, and super poly for heroes and all this shit. But I can't find a format which would be good for it, especially a popular one which, like, you know, I'd be able to dope people with. Anyway, due to the intensity of the duel, the Crimson Dragon was finally summoned forth. It's the sign we've been waiting for. The Crimson Dragon was soon awake from its long slumber. Just one question about all that. I thought we needed 5 signers, but we only have 4. Little girl, Akiza, Yusi, and Jack. I know who the 5th signer is. You do? How exciting! That means we can unlock all his power. That's right, Lazar. But first, we must see if we can harness the immense power of the Crimson Dragon summoning will create. After the Crimson Dragon was successfully summoned, Rex Goodwin revealed himself to be the final signer. He revealed a vision to the other 4 signers of the future that they need to be prevented. The vision was of the New Domino City's destruction, as well as in the year, and it could only be prevented by the ones who inherited the Crimson Dragon's power. During the vision, Lucy was able to defeat Jack and claim victory. Jack, are you okay? You beat me. I don't know how you did it, but you're the champion now. If that vision is true, none of this matters because it looks like we might all lose. We're in danger. Both New Domino City and the satellite might be destroyed. We have to unite to stop it from happening. Immediately after the epic duel, Yusei proclaimed as champion. And while speaking about this, it made me think about Varines and, you know, the whole timeline placement, because I've been thinking about it for a while, and my theory is Varines, it says, takes place 10 years in the future, but it doesn't necessarily say from when. So what I believe is, because it doesn't really make sense to make it fit in with Arc V or Zexu or GX or anything like that, because it's all completely different. And if there's something, it hasn't showed any other summoning mechanics in it yet, and it's gonna make sense for what I'm about to suggest. Maybe Varines was placed 10 years after Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions. Now, could sound crazy, but it would make complete sense. Because for me, Dark Side of Dimensions annoyed me because of the new technology with these new dual discs and the eyepiece and there's all this new technology. Because that is based between the end of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and GX. But that would have made no sense at all. Even if it took place during the GX series, it would have made no sense because they didn't have that technology. Of course, you could say, you know, there's heaps of technology out now which hasn't been released. There's nothing like that at all. Even in 5Ds, there wasn't really anything like that. So it would make no sense. But if you compare these new dual discs to Varines and these new systematics to Varines, it'd make a lot of sense if it went from, you know, there's a timeline split where there's GX, 5Ds, so on, and then there's a second timeline where it was Dark Side of Dimensions, Varines. It makes so much more sense because of, well, the other summoning mechanics. I mean, I'm sure it's too early to be saying that, but like how it suddenly turned into a virtual reality world, and you know, it still seems like the sort of modern day. And if you think about all of it, it just made complete sense if Varines was based off of Dark Side of Dimension. Or not even that, it could just be a whole little universe of its own, but theoretically speaking, it makes sense if it was based after Dark Side of Dimensions. I know I wasn't the best at explaining it, but for the people who have seen Dark Side of Dimensions, just think about the dual disc, think about all blue and shit. Just think about the technology in general of that movie and compare it to Varane's, and it's like, yeah, there's no way Varane's is on the same timeline as GX and all that. So, yeah. And we do know that GX and 5Ds are on the same timeline, obviously, with Duel Monsters, because of, you know, Pegasus was in GX, Kaiba was in GX, Yugioh was in GX, and then in 5Ds there was Easter eggs to do with past characters, and I'm pretty sure there were mentions. I mean, I know in 5Ds, in the English dub anyway, they mentioned legendary duelists like Truesdale, but didn't specify Zane or Cyrus, but then also As the Phoenix, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, so sure it could just be a dub thing, but there were Easter eggs about 5Ds as well, which suggested past characters being in it. Now for Zexu, I mean, it makes sense if Zexu was a separate timeline to 5Ds, because of I remember there's this bit with the statues where it had all the main characters, Ace Monster, like there was, if I remember, there was Neos, there was Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, but there wasn't Stardust Dragon, and Synchro Summoning was nowhere to be seen. So it makes sense. And at the same time, there wasn't any Synchro Summons, although I'm just saying right now, Zexu's the one series I haven't actually watched yet. I just didn't bother to watch it. I seen it on TV and all, but I didn't really want to watch it. And it just didn't interest me because I just don't like it very much. I've never really given it a shot, but I will after I finish watching 5Ds, which I haven't watched in months. So yeah. But apparently there is a spotting of a tuna early on in the series, but that could have been a mistake. But I mean, you never know. It make both. I'd say in theory it make both sense for it to be on the same timeline and for it to be in a separate timeline. It's based on the future, but so you never know what could happen in the future. But at the same time, you know, I'm just gonna do it because I'm sure some people are probably sick of like listening to this shit. They're like, I want to hear a whole fucking thing about your theories, and just go, you know, I should fucking ask you myself on Twitter or some shit. If I wanted to hear about theories in general, I'd fucking search it up on YouTube, not sit back and listen to you idiot talk. Yeah, sorry. I know you want to see those. But yeah. It's kind of crazy thinking about the whole timeline thing. It's really interesting. Event Arc V. Who knows what timeline that could be in it. Like, Arc V could... There's heaps of things you could say about that and its timeline. Yeah. I actually really like Arc V, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like the idea of it, I like the theme of it, that's sort of how I am. I like to think about the aspects instead of not it as a whole. Yeah, when I say I like Arc V, I like the interdimensional war, I like the different dimensions, I liked how it had different dimension demon. Anyway, I like how it had, again, just the war, the different dimensions being at war. I like the dragons, I like how there were 4 different versions of the main character and all that shenanigans. I like how they brought back past characters for, I wish they brought back Zane so I could get even more Cyber Dragon support. That'd be fucking awesome. Because I'm pretty sure in the subbed version there was this thing in the duel school where it had Zane's name on it, but he never showed up, so I don't... I mean, though it could just be because they ended up having short time on Arc V, so they tried to wrap it up early, and they had plans, but they never got to actually use them. Who knows? But I like Arc V as a whole. I like how it had so many different aspects to it. How there were duels of duel runners and the duels without duel runners. And just the intensity, the evil bits of it. Zack was cool, although they kind of wasted potential with that. Although it doesn't bother me because I'm glad that we got to see what we did, like rather than nothing. or rather than something worse. Let's face it, everyone seems to hate the Zark arc, but for the time they have left, it was good. Now just think about it. When in Yu-Gi-Oh! You get to see a bunch of people versing one guy, like, and that was kind of cool. And sure, you can say, yeah, that was cool, but what about how it's defeated? What about what they could have done with Yugioh fighting off Zark? What they could have done with the lost potential and all this shit? Well, at the end of the day, what happened was happened, and it wasn't that bad. It was kind of cool. And one thing I can say is I really enjoyed seeing that one duel where everyone versed Zark and the new DDDs and you guys know I love DDDs, and it's fucking awesome seeing Reiji Declan just use the DDDs against Zark. Just whip out the new Supreme King High King executives. Supreme King, that's fucking dragons, never mind. No, but it was actually really cool. What's the point of this? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I just love Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole. I love all the different series. You know, thinking about it, with the type of person I am, where I like to see the good in things, and I go off for the positive in things, and the fact I still haven't bothered to watch his EXO, that's kind of sad. Let's just say something. I mean, as I said, sure, it could be, you know, I might like it, it might not be that bad, I just, I can't stand the main character's voice. Yuma's voice, it's just so bad. And then the theme of it confuses me, because it's like, I also like things logically, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be such a logical show, realistic. When it comes to Zexal and like the astral people, and it's like, what the fuck? Astral? Where the fuck you come from? Why is your whole race fucking here? What's the logic? Nah, but I'm sure it's a great show. But I can't stand the main character's voice, and oh well. But after, as I keep saying, after I finish 5 of these, I am gonna watch it, so I'm gonna give it a try. But yeah. So, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist. If you have, remember to smash the video, want to be thumbs up down below, leave comments down below, remember to ask everything I've asked this episode anyway. Before I keep on rambling on, as I always say, I will catch you guys next time. I just realized it's been a few episodes since I said that. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, bye bye. Have a nice day. Peace.
Let me get a pop when the beat goes.